Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to check in and talk for a little bit since I feel like I haven't done that in a while. So here goes nothing. I just want to talk about positivity and being yourself and not letting shit get to you for a little bit because I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of relevant in my life right now and maybe in someone else's. And I know I make a shit ton of videos like this, but I think that sometimes it's just good to repeat things so maybe people will watch these and maybe really feel like it's making a difference. I don't know. That's what I hope. I don't know. So I guess we can just get started. My hair is driving me insane. So basically, recently I've been going through like a transition. I told you guys that I had moved to my mom's, which has been kind of difficult for me. I've just moved so many times, and each move was really abrupt and really, I don't know. Most of the other moves were unwanted, and it sucked. And then I've had some both good and bad things happen. I turned 21 last week. Yeah. Yeah, the day after my birthday, my little brother moved out, which was really fucking hard. My brother and I are really close, or at least I like to think so. He's like one of my best friends, and I love him to death. And yeah, I got his bedroom. That's a plus to him moving. So I have a new room, and it's beautiful and huge. Okay. I also got a job, and I started working last week, so things have just been a little crazy recently, and a lot of stuff has been happening, and I don't know. I'm a little stressed. I'm not even gonna lie. First things first, I have worked 3 days so far, and I hate it. And I hate having a job that I hate. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm being forced to do it. Like, I don't like feeling like, oh my god, when is this gonna be over? Like, I don't like that feeling. And I've only worked there for 3 days, so like, how is that even possible? Like, I don't know. I just want a job that I love, and I just want to be happy. Fucking damn it. And I think what I really want to talk about is just staying true to yourself and not letting all the bullshit in life get to you, because I have a lot of bullshit in my life, like a lot of bullshit, and I have a lot of assholes in my life, and it's incredibly hard sometimes to just block all that shit out and focus on yourself and stay positive. Yeah, so I wanted to share actually a few quotes with you because I don't know, I'm like a real quote person. I'm like fucking obsessed with quotes. Like on my phone, I have like a shit ton of quotes. Is the less you respond to negativity, the happier your life will become, which I think is really really true. I think the less that you pay attention to what people are saying or the stuff going around you, it becomes a lot easier to be happy, which is something I'm starting to learn now. You are allowed to have your own feelings and your own opinions, and you are entitled to that. Everybody is. I mean, we just are entitled to that, and nobody can take that away from you. We all are allowed our own beliefs and everything. That's just our right as humans. There are definitely going to be people in your life who aren't going to respect that and who aren't going to like that and who are going to give you a lot of shit because of that. Or it'll be where you don't feel like you're allowed to have a voice or an opinion. But either way, you are. And either way, it's really hard because I'm learning this myself. It's really important that you put all of that, as hard as it is to ignore all the negative bullshit that people say and that happens in life, it's really important to take a step ahead of that and just like not look back at it. Like just be like, okay, what happens happens, and that's that. Change it. So there's no use worrying about it, which is kind of my thing, and I still continue to worry about it even if I know I can't change it or anything, but I think it's important for us to just move past the negativity and just be nice to one another. The world is so fucking mean, and everyone now is just so mean, especially with technology, and the internet and everything. Like, we didn't have that when I was a kid. I sound so old, but when I was little, it wasn't like technology didn't play a role really in anything. We still had freaking VHSs and tapes, okay? Like cassette tapes that you listen to in a Walkman. And that's just insane to think about. Oh my god, I feel old. And then when I hit high school, things took like a weird turn and technology was all of a sudden a thing. Like, people had cell phones, and I got my first cell phone, and I don't know, things turned to shit after that. I feel like technology has ruined the teenager. Like, technology and society. Like, I know that's totally a quote, but it's so true, because society is really corrupted, and it was corrupted before, but I think it's even more corrupted now because of technology and just because of people being assholes. I don't know. I just think the world is a mean place, and that we should all just hold hands and fucking hug. Share another quote, because I'm just gonna start doing this from now on. Like, I'm a freaking quote person. Another thing that I think is really important in life is to take a look around and be grateful for everything you've been blessed with, and to stop stressing over the things that don't matter, which is kind of like what I was saying before. I think it's really important to notice the things that you have rather than the things that you don't have, which is something I try really, really hard to do, because there are a lot of things I've lost and not had, and it's hard to not focus on that sometimes. So I think it's important to see the good things. Like, I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat every day. I have clothes to wear. There are people who have nothing. And I have been there. I have had nothing. But it's important that you don't look at that. Like, I would not be the person I am today without all of that happening. And that's how I look at it now. Before, it was just like, the world fucking sucks, I'm gonna die. Yeah, it's just important to look at the things that are good in life and try not to focus on the things that are bad, because if that's the case, it's really easy to get sucked into that little hole, and it's really hard to get out once you get sucked in. So I think that's super important. And I feel like I'm preaching. Like, I'm sorry if this is preachy. I don't mean to be preaching. I'm trying to, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm preaching. Anyways. Another, quote that I like is, life is exactly what you make of it, which is so true. If you're one of those people who thinks negative and, can find something wrong with everything, then you're not going to have a good time in life. You are not going to see anything good out of anything. And I don't really understand that. Like, I'm the kind of person where if I have a good time, I have a good time. Like, I'm not going to find something wrong about it. So I think it's important for all of us to just live life to the fullest. And life is totally what you make it. I mean, we can all have misfortunes and, have things happen in our life, but you can either let that define you and screw it, your life over, or you can rise above it and try to make things better, which I think is making life great. I think that's makes someone strong, trying. Yeah. So that's this video, this sucks. I think this is the worst video I've ever. This is just another thing. I'm just in a quote mood today. I'm sorry, guys. Another thing is, if you're passionate, don't restrain yourself from spilling all that you are. This is something that I have a really hard time with. I am so passionate about so many things, and there's things that I love doing, and that what is happening? And I may not necessarily think I'm good at doing them, but I love them, and I feel like that's what I was put on this earth to do. But what I was saying before, I feel like society has ruined that, because there's a way for people to put you down without even being, next to you. I have a passion for singing and music, and that is something that I've loved since before I can even remember. The more I try, the less it's working. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause everything inside me is screams, no, 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 no. Like, I just remember just wanting to sing and singing all the time. Like, that's just me and what I like to do, and that is the one thing I have in my life that nobody can take away from me, and I will never lose. Like, that is just my one thing. Like, music is my drug. Music is my air and what makes me function and what makes me me. So, I've had a really hard time with that through my life. I got bullied a lot in school because of that, and it made me kind of push all of that passion inside. And so, even now when people ask me what my passion is or what is it that I want to do in life, I won't tell them. And it's not that I'm embarrassed, it's just that I think I'm so afraid that someone's going to snatch it and take it away from me, because that's what happened when I was little. But I think it's so important, and I'm learning this now, and I'm trying to do this, is to take what you're passionate about and put it out there. Put yourself out there and let people see your vulnerabilities. I think that's something so special when music can make you feel what another person is feeling, and I could put my music out there and I know that it would help somebody. So I don't know, that's just that. Here's a good quote: relationship goals, a relationship. So this one is huge for me and for everyone out there. You can't change a person that doesn't see an issue with their actions. This has been my biggest problem since, oh God, I don't even know when. I have this thing where, well, not so much now, but before, where I would try to fix people who can't be fixed, or like change people even though I know that they can't change. Like, I have people in my life who are not nice people, and they don't do nice things, and they don't see anything wrong with it, but I'm constantly convinced that they're going to change. The reality of it is that if somebody can't see that they're doing if somebody can't see that they're doing anything wrong, or that there's nothing wrong with the way that they're acting, they're not going to be able to change. A person who wants to change or is willing to change will be able to look their problems in the face and say, okay, I want to change, I'm ready to change, I'm willing to change. If someone doesn't notice that, then they're not. Which is something that's been so hard for me through my life, because there's been so many people in my life that have let me down, and just there just have been so many assholes, and they can never hold themselves accountable for anything, and they don't see that there's anything wrong with anything that they do. So I think it's really important in life that to just, if you have people in your life who you know aren't going to change, drop them out of your life. They are not worth keeping around, especially if they're not good for you. And that is a life lesson for you and for me, because I need to know that. So, yeah. So I know this video was rubbish, and it pretty much just was all over the place and didn't make sense, and I don't know if I'll even ever post this, because I just feel like it kind of just sucks, a big one. I hope it helped a little bit. There's one thing that I will leave you with. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. There are going to be things that you're going to do in your life that aren't necessarily going to be good choices. You may fall into the wrong crowd. You may just do stupid things. Everybody does stupid things, and everybody makes mistakes. But if you don't gain anything from it, you definitely learn, which is something I have learned in my life. I've done some stupid things, and I've had a lot happen, and I've learned from every single thing that I've done and that has happened. And yeah, so if something bad happens in your life, don't look at it as a disaster. Look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow as a person. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you thought this video was somewhat decent, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I would love to have more subscribers and likes on my videos. I think that would just be awesome. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. I definitely am always going to keep doing these like motivational speaking videos because that's just up my alley. Um, and I will see you beautiful, amazing, amazing people in my next video. So, peace, motherfuckers! Just kidding. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.